Hello everyone, out here on the Guildstead today. Gonna do some garden weeding. It's gotten out of control. Sometimes I feel like cleaning something up is a great way to reignite my passion for it. So I'm gonna weed this garden and then tell you guys a little bit about what I've learned, maybe where I went wrong, and yeah, let's get to it. Note to self, don't let this get out of hand again. It is hot out here, and I feel like I've barely made a dent. But the scraping method seems to be working. And I'm starting to get blisters. All right, back to it. Okay, it's not perfect, but it looks much better than it did. And I've decided that if there's nothing growing, I'm not gonna weed it. There's nothing growing over here. Actually, you know what? I did forget the onions, but I'll get to that. I have my tomatoes, some peppers down here, my carrots, my poor carrots. This is my first garden ever, and I have no idea how to do some of this. I think carrots are supposed to be thinned, but I don't know when to do it. Got some corn. I did thin the corn. It didn't seem to grow that well after I thinned it. And I did notice while I was weeding, I have some squash. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick all those. Some squash and cucumbers. Here's some cucumbers right here. Lettuce is doing okay, I think. Have some broccoli, and I don't remember what those last two are. I think there's some sort of pea. One thing I've learned doing this is better spacing. I didn't really take into consideration the spacing when I did this. And right here, I'm a little worried. Of course, of all my plants to survive, it was my watermelon. And I did not realize how big they grew. I have my watermelon next to my squash. And I'm a little worried that's gonna overtake everything. I was told I could thin it and move it somewhere else, but with the heat, I don't know if that's a good idea. I think I'm just gonna let it roll and see what happens. It's not a huge garden. It is my first And I didn't plant anything inside first. I kind of just tilled this up and put the seeds in the ground. We had so much rain in the last few months, it kind of destroyed a lot of it. I am happy to see a little bit of something grow though. There was, where my kid is, an old chicken coop right there. It was a complete eyesore. So I took it down, we tilled all this out to try to make the garden. I made one eyesore and moved it over there. I have to get that out of the way. And the fence was made by just cutting down some cedar trees in the backyard, making posts out of it. I found some old wire and wrapped it around. And yes, my wife does not love it, but I stacked some sheet metal on the side. It does look kind of bad, but I was trying to keep the chickens out and it did not work at all. They will find a way in. But that's a little bit better, a lot cleaner. I'm gonna go in and grab a basket, see what we can harvest so far. My first ever harvest. I'm pretty excited. And I feel much better now that this is cleaned. Got my first harvest. Prepare yourselves. It's huge. That's right. Like 5 squash and a cucumber. But that's all right. I'm excited. I'm gonna eat them all up tonight. Not all of them, just a couple. I don't know when to pick the squash. How big they're supposed to get? Like a gooseneck or something. Gooseneck squash. I'm not sure if that's a real thing. That's what it looks like. I didn't pay much attention when I planted my seeds. I don't remember what I put in the ground. But I'm excited to see it grow. Hopefully I can have some bigger baskets than this here in a couple weeks. But that's all for today. I'm pooped. And that was a lot of weeding.